What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher, getting my camera angles all set up. Different camera. If you all have checked out my latest video on the GoPro unboxing, it only took a week to do it. But hey, welcome back to HeyArcher Live. Me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher. Every Thursday, live, 8 p.m.-ish, we go live. Again, it's your show, not so much my show, but of course we have a special guest on the show today, an old friend of ours. Senor Anthony, are you there?
I am. How you doing?
Good, good. Let's see. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat first. Got
Hello, everybody in the chat.
Senor Aaron Waller's in the house, of course. Mr. What himself, Just Samson in the house. Art Wishwood in the house. Good to see you. Senor Rhino Dog in the house with the more what. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Just Samson, my new show, Loading Ammo with HeyArcher. I endorse that. Anthony, I feel like you endorsed that one too.
Yeah, I'd be a fan of that show.
Solar Gravity in the house. Good to see you. Awesome, awesome. Actually, Anthony, say something again just so I can make sure that you are coming through.
Can you hear me out there?
I think so. I think everybody hears you too. Let me know in the chat, of course, all of you, if you hear. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say it's more important what you have to say than me.
That's not true at all. Not true at all. Anyway.
See that? He's a very generous and kind host, folks.
I try my best. I try my best. The camera's a little bit low today, but, you know, I'm just going to roll with it. You guys can all see the Power Ranger helmet, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Here on HeyArcher Live, as I mentioned, it's your show more so than it is mine. Today we have Anthony in the house. I guess you could be on the house too if you wanted to.
I mean, yeah, I guess that kind of implies that you're getting me for a service, I guess. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I'm not quite desperate enough to start selling myself on a street corner, depending on how the economy goes soon, but not quite yet.
That's fair enough. So, of course, everybody in the chat, let me know if you hear Anthony all right. Let me know how the sound is. On my end, it looks good, but on occasion, I have turned on the replay and things have not shown up. So you can, of course, let me know. On the docket today, of course, some big news has come out. I feel like this man is in and out of the DC world, DC news, like on a monthly basis, it seems like. So we'll talk about that. We also, you actually are a fan of the photography, so you were going to talk about some basics on that.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Aaron,
Whoops.
Aaron is saying the sound is good, so that's good to hear. And
Thank you,
Senor Rayberg is in the house, the slumlord that he is. So
hey man, he's got to take all the money and soup up the car. Leave him alone.
I know. I get it. So, actually, you know what? I have an idea. Since I always say that it's all of you guys, you youths show more than it is my show. Anthony, what do you want to talk about first?
I mean, I think you know what I'm going to say first.
All right, go for it.
Affleck is back. Batfleck is back.
Batfleck is back in the house. So right away, I'm just pulling up a picture so I have that on screen. What are your thoughts initially on that? And what details do you have from that? Because I actually when I was at work today, I didn't get a chance to like really read into it. So of course, everybody in the chat, let me know what you think about Ben Affleck being back. But what did you see about that altogether?
A couple of articles like Hollywood Reporter maybe, or Variety Hollywood, something like that, comic book news. They all kind of had the same basic article, which was that it's the director, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. He announced today that Affleck is coming back. Later on in the article, it mentions he's coming back as Bruce Wayne. I don't know if that's just them saying, not wanting to say Batman, or if he's only going to appear as Bruce Wayne before the alternate universe reality hopping begins. But basically, he's coming back, at least for that. It doesn't mention anything else about anything else. And guess we're gonna have to wait till filming starts before we get any more, spoilers on that.
I was actually trying to pull up an article, and all of these news sites have just spam on everything. So I think I found one here. Let's take a look there. Of course, everybody, if you are new here, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe, of course. It looks like my internet has actually slowed down from being on the site. Rainbow Light, good to see you. Having a little camera delay or super slow putting the mug down. Looks like I'm kind of back to normal.
Oh, you're actually frozen on my screen for the TV, not the FaceTime.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm watching you, and I'm getting it. I'm gonna just look at the FaceTime because I'm getting a headache.
It was Vanity Fair I was on that all of a
Vanity
sudden
Fair.
they scammed us. So let's see on the Google Chrome here. Let's make this a little bit smaller, of course.
But I'm excited. I wanted him to come back, and I think you were in the same boat on this. So hopefully that leads to, between that and all the talk about all these director's cuts of movies, director's cut of Batman Forever, director's cut of Suicide Squad, and all that stuff. Maybe, like we said, maybe this could just lead to talk him into, hey, we'll let you do whatever other movies you want, but
wait. Huh? What? Huh? Did you say director's cut of Batman Forever?
You didn't hear about that?
How did I not hear about that? Can you please explain that to me?
I will explain it while I Google an article to send you too.
Okay.
So basically, we talked about it months ago. Joel Schumacher passed.
Yep.
And apparently, I forget where I read it, but like there was talks about a different cut of Batman Forever, because apparently in some article someplace he was like, yeah, that was kind of, they wanted it a little bit lighter, they wanted it for toys and this and that. But I've seen deleted scenes where it like seems like it would have dived a little bit more into like the psychological aspects of him. Like, have you seen any deleted scenes? Because I'll describe one real quick.
I've actually not seen any deleted scenes of Batman Forever.
Oh, I think it's on, because I have actually the anthology, which is the first two Keatons and then Forever and Clooney. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it had to have been on there. It, I guess at one point after the Riddler and Two-Face attack the manor, he's, he got a bump on his head or something, and he's like it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like the Dark Knight scene in the Dark Knight Returns, the comic, where he's in the cave, and then the giant bat comes out, and like he has that whole internal monologue. Mm-hmm. The scene is silent, but it's just like it's just a giant bat creature that comes out of the night, and then like it's staring face to face with Val Kilmer. So apparently there's a cut out there with more of a darker, more serious take.
All right. I guess I'll have to look for that.
I'm Googling right now. Sorry, I can't do two things at once, apparently. Sorry, guys, I'm not I can't multitask.
Coming into the clutch, Aaron says there's a campaign called Release the Schumacher Cut. He says it's like a 170-minute cut or something of Batman Forever. That's hilarious. There you
go.
Well, while you look that up, let me read out here what Deadline says. Sources have confirmed Ben Affleck is returning as Batman in the upcoming Flash movie, which Warner Brothers is putting into production. It is to be a cameo role. So, yes, Affleck will be playing the Dark Knight alongside Michael Keaton. So they're both going to be in it. So, yes. Oh, okay. So that could probably be what, was it you, myself, and Aaron talking about that, where we were saying Affleck could be in it, but then they flashpoint it, and then that's what starts the younger version with, what's his face?
Pattinson. Pattinson.
Is that what you're thinking?
No, because I think that same article, or one of the articles, that I read, still says that is going to be separate. I think this is, now reading this, consider Affleck and Keaton. Mm-hmm. I think this is just how they're going to springboard into a multiverse on the big screen. The same way they're kind of doing it same way they're doing it because now Stargirl and all the CW shows. This is just them saying, hey, it's it's a prism. Everything's fragmented. Everything is valid. Like, you know, there's probably going to be an Earth out there where it's the guy, I can't think of Joseph, the actor from Dark Knight Rises, Robin.
Oh,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, there's going to be an Earth out there where he took over as Batman or whatever he became. Keaton's universe, I think that'll be how, like, you know, his universe all happened. That'll springboard him into like the Batman Beyond type of thing. And, you know, there could be tweaks along the way, but the 2 articles I saw said that the Pattinson thing is still going to be its own universe. Mm-hmm. But, and like I said, who knows? You know, they got him back in a little bit with this. Maybe they won't have him suit up again if it's just going to be, because I think it would be just something quick. Mm-hmm. But maybe this is like them saying, then, you know, next thing you know, they cut a check or they cut some deal with him. They're like, okay, listen, you know, direct whatever else you want. Give us your Batman on HBO Max because we need content that will draw people in and keep them paying us.
Well,
and I'm okay with that if that's what they do, because I want to see his version.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't we take a short break, and we're gonna I think you bringing up HBO Max might bring up something else you want to talk about today. So if you are new into the chat, of course, let us know. Drop a hello. Of course, I see Consult, a blind guy here. It's good to see you. And just to verify, I did not play one of my favorite plugs here or sound bites. But make sure that you all are, except for you, Rainbow Bright.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Because that's always what we drink as we are Rainbow Light. Why did I say Rainbow Bright? Isn't Rainbow Bright the show? I always forget. You confuse me, Miss G.
Wasn't Rainbow Bright a toy?
That's what it is. Rainbow Bright's the toy. Rainbow Light is my friend.
Maybe a little less of the mug for a couple of minutes there, Steve. Get your wits about you.
Nah. That's all I'm going to say.
I tried.
Yeah. Wow. So I was going to load up a game of either. For those of you who don't know, it's a game of Would You Rather. And in the chat, you will just comment red or blue on which one you would choose. And then we see what the rest of the world thought. Out the gate, the first one I saw here, I'm just going to show you guys real quick. We're not going to choose this one because I feel like the country's in a weird spot right now. But it says here, would you rather kill Abraham Lincoln so that slavery still existed, or kill George Washington so that we lost the American Revolution? I'm probably going to pass. We're going to pass on that one.
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah. No. There's why would you do that to me? There's no go next.
Yep. That's, you know what it is? That's one of those questions that would actually get somebody fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What is the common answer on that one?
You know what? Let's
from
see.
Whatever site you're on.
Let's see. So, kill George Washington so that we lost the American Revolution.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that is the better option, but it's still
there was still slavery.
Yeah, there'd still be some.
There'd still be. I mean, I don't know British history. I can barely understand American, but
yeah.
When did they end slavery in Europe? Because it would still totally be slavery.
It took a hot minute. So
yeah, everybody loses in either way we go.
Oh, the title of that question is historical homicide.
Some of those could be fun, but that's just that's not yeah.
All right, so let's see if I can find something that is. Oh, we already answered that one. Jeez, some of these are rough. Whoa. For some reason I thought this was like a rated PG website.
Probably not.
Oh, okay. I feel like this one's a good one. I feel like this one's actually real life. So again, everybody, in the comments, you're going to put down red or blue on what you decide. And then we'll go back to some more nerd conversations. Probably play like 2 rounds of this. Probably sounds just about right. By the way, in the comments, let me know if you're enjoying this little multicam thing we're doing here with the 2 cameras. So right now in the Would You Rather, we have, would you rather have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend or have a terrible relationship with 3 real friends? So Anthony, why don't you talk this one out for us? And the rest of you, make sure to leave a thumbs up if you are having fun today.
All right. Terrible relationship with 3 real friends
Or
excellent relationship with the imaginary one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go red. I'm going to have a terrible relationship with 3 real people versus having a good one with the one in my head because, I don't know. First, I mean, there's different levels of terrible, but I don't know. I mean, I enjoy it when you're, you can still have fun and be hostile towards each other. You can still have like fun conversations if you're complete opposites of the spectrum.
Yeah.
If that's like the case of what it is, like our, 3 friends whose politics or, comic leanings are just completely opposite of ours, can still have some lively debates. And I already worry enough that I'm insane, so I don't need to have a really good relationship with something in my head where I'm smiling like a nut all the time at thin air. So yeah, I'm going red.
I thought you were going to take the route of I'm going red because I already do blue. So why not try something different?
Oh, well, I mean, the relationships with the voices in my head is hostile at best. It's slightly less Deadpool. So,
all right.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Deadpool,
Yeah.
We'll do one more round. I know. Did you ever read the Cable Deadpool comic? I don't remember, from a couple years ago. It's basically like it's a buddy cop show. Well, not a buddy cop show, but it's like Cable has some island of mutants, and Deadpool eventually comes around, and they have crazy adventures. But like the dialogue between the 2 of them, I think was kind of why they're like, oh yeah, Cable can work for Deadpool too. Did you ever read that?
I didn't read it, but I was watching reviews of it on Comics Explained, I believe.
Okay.
I don't remember the plot, but I remember a lot of people got on board for that. And that, like you said, that's kind of what springboarded the idea of having Cable in that movie. So I did hear a lot of good things about it, but I don't remember the story. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the story was a multi-arc thing, but like his internal voices, I think it was a yellow and a blue box, and then him. That was really good.
Got it. All right, so I'm gonna go.
Oh wait, did you have a pick for the George Washington Abraham Lincoln one, or did you skip it too?
I skipped it because I was like, I feel like we're screwed either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend or a terrible relationship with 3 real friends. I want to go blue because I think it'd be funny. And I think the part that would get crazy is that once I got older or finally started to go like insane, not being able to identify if it was a real person or imaginary. I think that would make an interesting movie, I'd say.
What's his name? Russell Crowe already did that movie.
Or did you mean Bruce Willis?
I'm definitely thinking Russell Crowe. What Bruce Willis movie are you thinking?
The Sixth Sense. It was an imaginary.
Oh, well, yeah, he was the imaginary. Well, no, Russell Crowe did that one about the where he's the mathematician who's schizophrenic or something, and you find out most of the people, except for like Jennifer Connelly, were in his head the whole time. Which, if you have to have one real person, for God's sake, let it be Jennifer Connelly.
Fair. I did not know that. I didn't see that movie. I know which movie you're talking about. Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind. Yep.
Wow. Spoiler alert on a 20-year-old movie.
Sorry.
All right, so let's go to the comments, see what everybody else chooses, and then we'll go back to some nerdy stuff on here. Samson is going with Team Blue. Rhino Dog going blue. Consult the Blind Guy going blue. Aaron Waller going blue.
Yeah.
Paximus going blue. Rhino Dog brings up Donnie Darko. That's right.
Yeah. And
yep.
Fight Club. Yep.
Actually, yep. Rhino Dog with the Fight Club. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go blue. Let's see what the rest of the world thought. Yeah, most everybody went Team Blue.
Yeah, so I'm in the minority. Go figure.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling up on the chat.
Yep.
Actually had the guts to pick on the first question, so good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. I was reading it along. Before we jump into the a bit of the DC stuff, again, if you are new into the stream, welcome. The show is generally determined by you. Today, Anthony's kind of the master of ceremonies, but I'm sure the comment section will have influences on us. We were talking about Batfleck being back in the Batman universe of DC universe. But before we jump into that, I just want to give 3 shout outs real quick. I need some shout out music. That'd be cool. So to 3 different channels, right? First off, Aaron Waller. I definitely want to give Aaron Waller a shout out for not only being an awesome dude, but being super consistent with his uploads. Aaron is doing a road to 300 subscriber. So if all of you get a chance, if you have not checked out his channel, do so. And of course, hit subscribe. The second one I wanted to do was for those with good taste by our friend Lenny, who has been here. Lenny and Matt were on last week. They actually just started their channel. They're at 8 subscribers. Second episode dropped today. They're already at 23 views on that. So I feel some good stuff coming from them. So check out for those with good taste. And last but not least, the man who got me through making my GoPro video, Paximus Enterprises. I gave Pax a shout out the other day, but he's also doing a road to 250. So if you get a chance, head over to Paximus' channel, give him a sub. And yeah, good times by all. And what's great about all the live streams that all of you are doing is that a lot of us are going to each stream. So there's a lot of support going on in there. I think Consult a Blind Guy, I think you do live streams as well. Rhino Dog has podcasts. So if you've got a YouTube channel, type in YT in the comments. I was looking at the wrong camera that whole time. I'm getting used to this thing. Type YT in the comments. If you got a podcast, just type in podcast. All right. So, Senor Anthony, now that I've gotten through my plugs there, what else did you want to talk about in relation to DC Universe?
We're jumping off the big screen. I'm almost there on Stargirl. I think you finished, but yeah, I'm 2.5 behind you. Mm-hmm. And I still say, wow, I should not like this show as much as I do, but I do.
Wait, say that.
I don't care who knows it.
Wait, say that again.
I'm saying we wanted to jump to. You were talking about Stargirl, right? Or did I totally botch the segue?
No, you got it.
I was just saying I'm almost caught up. I think I'm 2.5 episodes away from the end of the first season, and wow! I can't believe how much I enjoy the show. Yeah. A couple of cringy things, just because your main characters are teenagers. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah. But overall, I still can't get over just how good and the story too. Minus once you get rid of the cringy shit, the story's there too, and it makes me. I think we talked about this the last time we did a ramble. I really want to see that fight from the first. I mean, from the pilot episode, where the end of the original JSA. I want to see that. Make that a prequel movie. Get that going.
And that's the part about this show, because actually myself and Joel in the chat, we were watching it together, and it almost made us upset how much we enjoyed the show. And the part that threw me for a loop was when I go through my subscription feed on YouTube, Stargirl was not coming up at all. The only person I think talking about it in my feed was Jay Washington. He was doing episode reviews like I was, but I don't think anybody else was doing it. And I was like, this is quite possibly the best show nobody's watching as far as the superhero genre goes.
Yeah.
Were you hooked on the first episode, or did it take a while?
Honestly, I was kind of hooked on the first episode because I think I was hooked on the first episode because of the fight. You know, like afterwards, it kind of, if I'm remembering right, because I watched this so spread out, it kind of slowed down just a little bit. But by the end of it, it picks up again because she finds the staff. Spoilers, sorry.
Yeah.
But like I said, that like just the tail end of that fight drew me in, and I was just like, oh wow, okay. And then you know I've kept watching. I you know I always had a couple like in the queue ready to go. So yeah, no, I haven't lost interest. I've consistently wanted to watch it, just you know, like anything else in the world, time. But yeah, and like we keep saying over and over again, it looks so fucking good. Like it's shot so well, and I'm terrified because they're moving it to CW. Yeah,
and that's the issue that I always have with it is that it's, you know, you have this. It's, you know, I was watching Ninja Turtles this week. And the lady friend.
Which one?
The original.
Okay.
And the lady friend is like enjoying it, and I was like, you know, little Easter egg here. This movie, like, wasn't supposed to succeed. And I was talking to Lenny about X-Men the animated series. Wasn't supposed to succeed. You always have these shows that come out or these movies that come out where the studio's like, yeah, just do it. Like, we'll see if we get something on it. They make it. They release it. Everybody on the executive side hates it, and then all of a sudden, us fans pick it up, and we're like, "Holy crap! This is like the greatest thing ever!" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we totally meant to do it on purpose. We'll do it again," and then they screw it up.
Yeah.
It is something, but you know, I think I have faith in the second season for some odd reason, because I think as long as it doesn't get super popular, that might actually help it. I just hope they don't go the route of Titans, where they just get so full of themselves that they just jack it up so hard. Just so hard.
See, well, that sounds like me with the faith I had in Titans. Was it Titans season 3 where I was giving them enough rope to hang us with?
2.
Oh, was that? Okay.
Wait.
But
you're saying...
I'm saying your faith in them not messing up season 2 is like my faith that they're going to actually pull off a good season of Titans season 3.
Yeah.
See, I mean, the two things that have me afraid for it going to CW is the look, which I think I read something where one of the producers was like, no, the look of the show will 100% not change.
Okay.
But I think with it going to CW, that could kill it because it has to become popular, otherwise ratings. Like I don't know how they do it for DC Universe, you know what I mean? But now, like if she isn't, you know, like so far in the show, and stop me if I'm wrong, they haven't introduced any like gay characters, trans characters, anything like that. She's a strong female lead, but like, you know, the first time she gets a boyfriend or goes on a date, like now that it is widely exposed, it's subject to me, I think, so much more like immediate criticism versus however the hell they get their feedback from the apps or the streaming services.
Yeah.
So I feel like that could, like, you know, if they get too much negative crap too quickly, or just like, you know, I don't know if you know this, the fan community has a tendency to get up in arms about stuff. If they get too much hate mail or something, you know, they could decide, oh God, we got to retool this and change it. And then because they pandered, that loses the good, what's good about it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know. Cause that's the thing. Like I don't know who it is that who does do the writing in or complaining like there isn't enough like diversity on a show. Like this show is pretty damn diverse. Like it's got all different spectrums, and it's pretty awesome as is. And yeah, like that's the thing. Sometimes they get to that point where they almost like want to force extra, and then it potentially ruins the story. I think just because it's a woman leading the show, I think they may leave it as is and not try to go too crazy with it. But again, with CW, anything's possible. But I think, you know what? I think what we really need is just that show that once it's on HBO Max, like that's where it stays. I think Green Lantern's supposed to do that. I don't think Green Lantern's supposed to be CW, but whatever team they had working on this show needs to be doing the Green Lantern show, because the graphics, the only time I watched this show and we're like, ooh, they could have done better on the graphics is in the last episode, which I won't spoil for anybody here. But aside from that, graphically on the show, especially with Stripe, like they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that machine's looking pretty good from the get-go too. And I think, yeah, like they actually have a prop for like when he's in the garage. That's pretty cool that they actually built that instead of leaving it like fuzzy CGI in the background, always soft focus, you know?
Yeah. No, definitely for sure.
For season 2, one thing I do hope they change, give her a full costume. That's, you know, like just from a tactical standpoint. Stomach and legs exposed? No.
Nah, but she always has that.
Yeah, I know, but in the comics, that could work or whatever, but this is me just getting nitpicky.
Oh, you want it to actually go the more realistic route.
I mean, all it is we're talking a couple of extra inches of material. And I realize it's weird to argue against covering up a woman, but tactically.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
Same thing with Black Widow, leaving her uniform unzipped so she can get shot right in the heart.
You know what? Good call.
Thank you.
Very good call. All right, let's jump into another round of either. Let's check the comments real quick, just to make sure that we didn't miss anything there. Consult the Blind Guy. I love the originals. Can't stand the new Turtles. Yeah. Rhino Dog said, I loved both of those. And I don't think you're talking about Turtles. Unless you meant the original 2 movies, that'd be acceptable. But if you're talking about the new Michael Bay Rhino Dog, we might have to have a conversation about that. Did you, by the way, Anthony, did you like the second Turtles movie?
Secret of the Ooze? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because Joel actually was saying that he didn't like that show or that movie, and I thought it was great. Like I don't try to judge it on the first movie, but I thought the angle with Kino was pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah, I thought he was a cool character, and I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm giving it nostalgia credit still.
Yeah,
I'll have to rewatch it, but no, it was fun. Both of those first ones were fun, and even the third one, because I was young when I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, cool, time travel. And obviously I see now that goes way off the rails. But
does not hold up.
No.
Trust me.
But you know what I do like, and I don't know if we've talked about it, so stop me if we have. The first, well, not first, whatever, the CGI movie that they did before the Michael Bay ones, like in the early to mid 2000s, or maybe the 2010s, that one picked up from all the other movies, you know.
I'm just gonna look it up right now.
Well, I'm saying it did because of the I definitely didn't read anything, but like the trophy room, it has the scepter that they used to time travel and the broken ooze container and all this other stuff from the first 3 movies. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're talking the 2003 TMNT.
Okay.
TMNT. Oh, that's what that's was that you consult that mentioned TMNT? Yeah, Consult the Blind Guy. That's what you meant. When you wrote TMNT, I was thinking the original Turtles movie, but you meant this movie. Yeah, this movie's dope. Oh, so then, all right, Rhino Dog is saying he liked both of those probably. TMNT and the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those are the Michael Bay ones. No.
Yeah.
Have you heard, actually, did you watch the guy? So the guy who was who plays Hawk in Titans, who was also Aquaman on Smallville, he got on a podcast and talked about like his experience on the first 2, and apparently they were awful to the Turtles.
Yeah, because he was only the voice.
No, he was in a mocap suit.
Oh, that's right. They had them do both.
Yeah, and he was just saying like they were terrible to the actual Turtles, and like he talked about a lot of back end stuff, like, you know, money he was supposed to get or treatment and this and that, and yeah. So that's disappointing to hear. Are they doing another Turtles live action? I feel like I keep hearing that Seth Rogen is involved in it now.
Netflix. They're doing a Netflix. Well, so the Turtles show that they have going on now, they're talking about giving that a animated movie, but they're also Netflix is also apparently approved a Turtles movie that may be separate of that. By the way, on the screen now, I'm giving. I had no idea that Hawk was Aquaman in Smallville. That is hilarious. Why? How did? That's such a missed opportunity. Why did they not somehow incorporate that into the Crisis thing? Like have him play both characters?
That would have been. Well, I mean, they also still didn't let what's his name? Well, not let, but they still kept the thing of not having Superman suit alive, which everybody was like, just give us a second with him in the suit. And nope.
I heard he didn't actually want to do the suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
okay.
you know, I get it for like the little bit that he had, he didn't want to like, why do it? But it's also like, come on. Yeah. You know, that was like a annoying part, especially because the last few seasons he was fucking Superman without the suit. And then, you know,
yeah,
just like, you know, the payoff. Although I was surprised because I thought that that Earth got wiped out in the Elseworlds, the crossover they did before Crisis on Infinite Earths, because they used the Green Arrow costume from Smallville as one of the dead or unconscious Green Arrow in that opening scene. So I thought that was all on the same Earth.
I don't know. I you know what it is, the CW lost me so far back that when Crisis was even happening, I had no interest in it. I watched I on YouTube. I watched all the like cameo stuff, like those scenes, but I was just like, I'm all set.
Well, if you do watch, I mean, have you seen any of Brandon Routh in the Kingdom Come Superman suit?
Yes.
Like that needs to get an HBO Max series also, and he's off of Legends, so they can do it.
True. Well, I mean, I
still haven't watched Legends, by the way.
It fell off. It definitely fell off, to my understanding. I wanted to give a quick shout out to the old Turtle Den. So, any of you Ninja Turtle like fans, like if you want to stay up to date on stuff, like the old Turtle Den's a good YouTube channel for that. If you subscribe, tell them that I sent you there too. But that's where I get my kind of like turtle news from time to time. The last Ronin story arc seems really interesting. Did you see that at all? What's going on there?
I've seen. Is that a comic or is it a movie
comic.
or a TV show? Yeah, I've seen it. It's like one of them. I'm not sure which one. And
that's the.
He has the other.
Yep.
The other three, the masks of the other three on his shoulder.
Yep.
Bicep, whatever.
Yep. So that seems really. A lot of people are really hyped for that. So yeah, that'd be dope.
Who publishes them anyway?
I think DC somehow has their hand in it because of the Batman crossover.
So maybe I can read it on before they take down the DC Universe app.
I don't think it's on there, but you could check. Because I don't think the Power Ranger crossover is on there, which that needs to be toys, movie.
Wait, what?
You did not know about the... Hang on.
They crossed over. I did not know.
You did not know they crossed
over with the Turtles because of the movie. I didn't know they did a Power Rangers crossover.
Bro. Hang on. Where is the freaking button?
Boo! Rubbish!
Jeez.
Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo!
I know it's going to be time delayed, but when you get a chance, look at my screen. I can't believe you didn't know this existed.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me pull it up here. They made a 5-part Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover with the Power Rangers. I keep looking at the wrong camera.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Justice League and the Power Rangers. Wow, they crossed the Turtles and them over?
Yeah,
Well, I remember they did it on the TV show. I didn't know they did it in the comics.
They did the Power Rangers on a TV show. Yeah. Live action.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah. I didn't know they did it in the comics too. Was it good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
The big thing, let me see if I can find a picture of it. The big thing was that Shredder had got the Green Ranger powers.
Oh.
And let me see if I can see this picture on full screen or if it's going to have like 5 million pop-ups come up on this thing. All right, so I have it on the screen here. So the Shredder ends up absorbing Tommy's powers and then takes away the other Ranger powers somehow. I don't remember the exact detail of that part, but the Rangers lose their powers, and the only way the Zordon can keep control of the power coins is to transfer the power to somebody else. So he transfers the powers to the Turtles and April. April ends up being the Pink Ranger.
Okay.
But then the Rangers then have to still fight, so they just take on like the ninja role, and they got these cool like urban, like ninja suits. Let me see if I can find a picture. And I'm like, these need to be figures. They need to be cosplayed. I swear, here it is.
Huh. Well, I see up on the screen now. It's on the one where Shredder's leaping in the Green Ranger uniform.
Yep. And then you have this.
That does look cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I see a little bit of the yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll leave this one up for a little bit of them in the ninja suits. But like, I mean, this was my cosplay plan of this year. Like at some point this year, if a Comic-Con happened, I was going to do a ninja styled Power Ranger from this crossover, because the Red Ranger is blatantly wearing Chuck Taylors, and y'all know how I feel about that.
You're a fan, right?
Slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly. I wanted to mention one comment. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of fell off on the comments for a second there. Aaron had a really good point here. He said the animators working on Prince of Egypt were sent to work on Shrek as punishment. And of course, that ended up being the much bigger movie. Yeah. Let's see. Consult the blind guy. Love how many of us in the quarantine are nerds. In case you don't know, Anthony, the quarantine is what this guy Pat Flynn calls his fans. He does a live stream every single day about content creation, being an entrepreneur, that kind of thing. And because his live streaming started during the quarantine, the group, we labeled ourselves the Quarantine.
I like it.
All right, so I'm going to fly through some comments real quick, and then we can go back to a game of either before we start wrapping things up. Paximus. Ooh, Paximus. You might have some people. Oh, and Aaron. So Paximus and Aaron, Anthony, are both saying that Turtles 2 is actually the better movie over Part 1.
I don't think I agree on that one. Not at all. It got. I mean, okay, in a movie where we're talking about 4 giant turtles and a rat, I feel like kind of the same thing with Batman Forever. It started going too campy, too funny. Like first Turtles, gritty, dark, stuff that I'll go in on. And the next one was good. Still a huge fan of the Secret of the Ooze, but yeah, no, the first one definitely wins out for me.
I love the fact that I assumed Consult the Blind Guy was noting that the original Turtles movie and that animated TMNT was like his favorites. He just didn't feel like typing out Ninja Turtles, so he wrote TMNT. He actually never saw the animated movie. And then Aaron says that we were way off by 03, and by we I mean myself. He thinks it was 07. So Aaron, please look that up so that way we can verify that. What else we got there? Rhino Dog. Did you ever see the documentary on Netflix about the toys we grew up with, and they talk about the Turtles and the movies? Have you seen that one, Anthony?
I have not.
I cannot recommend that enough. Truly.
Okay.
Because it's that same concept of, I mean, even just, I don't know, I think maybe I nerd out extra on it because there's a lot of sales mentality to it. And the person who ended up getting the Turtles picked up on mainstream was like literally going business to business. Like, hey, you gotta take this. There's potential here. But it's so cool to see how like they came up with the concept, how it changed over time. And then, yeah, that's where I found out how the first movie, the production studio was like, you guys fucked this up. They're like, you guys ruined the Turtles in this movie. And then you see what happened after Part 1. So,
yeah. Well, because I remember hearing that part, though. The original comic, they're like gutting people, right? It's
Yeah,
like pretty
yeah.
violent. It's black and white, right?
Yeah, and Shredder dies in the first issue or the first story arc.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah. Yeah, like didn't the Jim Henson Company? They were like, no, because once they found out the source material was so dark, they're like, we do the fucking Muppets, man. Come on.
But that's the thing, like, in putting that movie together, there's like, I consider that one of the greatest movies ever made, because when you go back and just turn it on, like you mentioned, the Henson Company, like, who would have thought to have actual animatronics doing this movie? Like, and it's so good for 1990, or I guess you could say it was created in like 88 probably, but like just the robotics they had for the suits, amazing. And then when you're like, oh man, the martial arts are like, it's really good in the movie, and you're like, oh shoot, whoever directed and produced it got Golden Harvest, who did every martial arts movie in the 80s, to do this too. And you're like, they like, in being a Monday morning quarterback, they set this movie up so well behind the scenes, but it was so early in those companies that people were just like, they didn't pay attention to it. It's
Gotcha.
nuts. Aaron says Legends was and is garbage. I tried, but it's awesome. By the way, a lot of people are in the chat, so that are new, I should say. So make sure you leave a thumbs up and interact with each other in the chat. We got about 10 minutes left on the show, so again, I'll fly through some of these comments. Rayberg had no idea Ninja Turtle Power Rangers were a thing, but mind you, I've probably told him about it 50 times, but he just did not care. Oh, that's Josh. I just bought Chuck Taylors for the whole family. I believe I bought your kids Chuck Taylors. Did I not? And if I didn't, I apologize. I'll correct myself. I'll correct that next time.
Come on, Uncle Steve.
Yeah. What do we got? We got Original Turtles is by far the best turtle movie. Yep, it's true. Just flying through. All right, let's run through another game of either, and then we will go probably to the bar if that was a thing. But we'll probably just end the show after that.
That would be nice.
All right, so let me
bar without a mask.
Yeah, screw it. Just bar without a mask. I was hoping that Lenny would be on the show by now, because I feel like this question is straight up Lenny's alley. No jokes there. But for those of you who may have just stopped in, because I see there's a lot of viewers who actually stopped in, welcome, of course. HeyArcher Live every single Thursday, where it's your show, not mine. Actually, today it's Anthony's show because he's directing the show. But leave a thumbs up and come back every Thursday. We do a lot of fun things like what we're about to do right now, which is a game of Would You Rather. Oops, wrong button.
Yeah.
So, if you had to star in one, would you rather the MTV series Teen Wolf or the Vampire Diaries?
Ooh. I know nothing about either, but I'm guessing Vampire Diaries would not be my thing. So I'm going to go Teen Wolf and hope that they are kind of like the Michael J. Fox movie.
So, I actually also know nothing of these shows, except that they are both on MTV. Vampire Diaries I think was CW. But you can already assume the tone of both shows by them being on MTV and CW respectively. That's where if anybody in the chat has watched any of these shows, let us know if one is cooler than the other. To my memory, I think that Lenny actually said Teen Wolf was more dark and mature than one would assume. So he would probably say Teen Wolf.
Oh, so there you go.
So I'm going to go Teen Wolf on that. However, if it was Teen Wolf, like the Michael J. Fox movies, totally would do that. Here you go. Somebody who has seen it. CXT says, MTV Teen Wolf for sure. Teen Wolf is the best show I've ever seen. You should check it out. I can't tell if you're kidding or not. But, all right, we'll go Teen Wolf on that. Console the Blind Guy is also going Teen Wolf. Samson just the middle finger. And everybody else is saying, I didn't see any. Samson just says next. All right. We'll go Teen Wolf just to see. And apparently it's a close margin of 54-46. Teen Wolf to Vampire Diaries. All right.
Huh.
Like I said, that was more of a, I was hoping Lenny would show up for that. Because I know, I always used to make fun of Lenny because not only does he like romantic comedies more than I do even as a guy, but he also likes those cheesy MTV like CW shows. So let's go for another. We'll go 2 more.
Sounds good.
We did that one before. Let's see. By the way, everybody leave a thumbs up if you are here. Subscribe. And you know what? 2 other things I failed to mention quite frequently. Hit the bell notification down below. That way you get notified when I go live. So that way you don't miss it. And also share the video if you're having fun. A lot of people do watch the replay. So if you are one of those, hashtag Team Replay in the comment section. I oftentimes get surprised by how many views I get on the replays of these. But yeah, share them with a friend. And that way they can hopefully come by live. But if they do get a chance to catch the replay, that'd be dope as well. All right, here you go. Let's roll with this one. Would you rather be the best singer in the world but ugly, or be the worst singer in the world but beautiful? Anthony,
Well, I'm already the worst singer in the world and kind of attractive, so I guess I'll see what having a good set of pipes is like. I don't have to be on the face of the covers. I can always just sing on the radio or whatever. Dark clubs, mood lighting, lots of fog machines going off around me.
You could be the instead of like the Ghost Rider, you're the Phantom Singer or something.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the thing.
Fuck it, I'll just put on a mask. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
Well, they have that. They have the masked singer, so there you go.
Slipknot.
You can just do that too.
Yeah.
And Daft Punk, although they're DJs. Oh, did you hear? They're gonna do Tron 3.
I did. Yeah. Did we talk about that on the show? I feel like somebody talked about it. Yeah. Aaron talked about it with with you.
Did we? No, we talked about Tron and if they would do a third. Had they announced that they're doing a third? Because I mean, it's still not really official, but supposedly Jared Leto, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it, and it's gonna be his movie.
Oh, his movie! Wow. Because we were discussing like how they drew in manually.
Yeah, that we talked about, but I don't think like this is just news, I guess, or newer information.
All right, so we'll. You're going blue. I think I also agree that I am so beautiful, but probably the worst singer. So I'll also go blue on that reason.
Okay.
Let's check the comments and see what everybody else thinks. If you guys are going blue or red on this one. I just want to point out, CXT does say, no tricks. I've been a fan from the start and when it first aired. So CXT actually truly does like Teen Wolf. Awesome. And Samson going blue. Rhino Dog going red. Josh is going blue. Consult the blind guy with the bruh. Josh follows up with, they always get laid no matter how ugly. Yeah.
I mean, I guess he has a point.
No, it's true. And, think about the Rolling Stones. Like, Mick Jagger is not the best looking dude. But he had the attitude.
AC/DC, Angus Young, I'm sorry, even in his heyday, he was not a handsome man.
Yeah. Suzanne in the house I'm going with ugly and the best singer. So she's going team blue. Rayberg going blue. Just Samson toured with Slipknot. Too funny you said that. Actually, Samson, last week or the week before, we were talking music on here. That's right, because I was commenting. I don't think that it was your birthday, actually, Samson. We had a lot of music. Birthday. There you go. Yeah, happy belated birthday. I had a lot of music in the episode. I had to edit the entire episode down to like nothing. But Corey Taylor singing acoustic to Snuff, super impressive. So yeah, Slipknot, I imagine that's a fun tour to be on. Consult the blind guy going blue. Josh with the random knowledge. Yes, Janis Joplin is a perfect example of blue. And yes, Anthony, she did get laid.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what the world thinks of this. Wow. Most people, the only one who guessed it right, Aaron and Rhino Dog going red. Yeah.
A lot of vain people out there.
You'd rather just be beautiful. Unless, you know what? Maybe Rhino Dog and Aaron, maybe you guys voted based on what you currently are, not what you would rather be. So yes, you both are very beautiful men. Let's see here. Suzanne says Mick Jagger looks exactly like the guy from the Andy Griffith Show. You must be talking about what was his name that he voiced cartoons too? Shoot.
From the Andy Griffith Show.
God, that's gonna kill me now.
Googling.
Yeah, I'm going to. Let's see who gets there first.
Probably you, because I think I'm on a delay. Don Knotts?
Don Knotts. There you go. I guess if you put some long hair on Don Knotts, you would get Mick Jagger.
Cartoons. What voice did Don Knotts do in cartoons?
I feel like Don Knotts did a lot of like Disney voices back in the day. We're gonna go now and find out.
Yep, same. Don Knotts.
Oh no, Suzanne's saying Goomer Pile.
Gomer Pile.
Oh. Wow, that's even worse. Yeah.
Let's see. He was in a Scooby-Doo movie. He was a guest star.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was he in Scooby-Doo and there was like a celebrity show with Scooby-Doo, the cartoon? Was he in that?
The first thing on Google says the new Scooby-Doo movie is guest starring Don Knotts, so he was in at least one of them. Apparently they did another Scooby-Doo movie. I guess I'm going to have to see it.
Oh, yeah, he was in Three's Company.
Did not realize that.
I think he was a neighbor. Whoa, he was in Johnny Bravo as Don Knotts.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was in Matlock a bunch of times. I don't remember that. But then again,
Well, because that's the... Matlock is...
Andy Griffin?
Yeah, thank you. So that makes sense.
Three's Company. Fantasy Island. He was in everything, dude. Literally in everything in the 70s, 60s. Wow, wait till your father gets home. That was a cartoon on...
Yeah.
Yeah.
On...
Boomerang used to show up.
It wasn't always Boomerang. It was it was on Cartoon Network.
It was on Real Life at that time.
Yeah, it wasn't a throwback. It was new at one point, and we were both kids when it was new. So
no, we weren't. Wait till your father gets home is. Where did I just see that? 1974, homeboy. Not even.
Oh wait. Oh, that was it. Wait, I remember that. That was a. Huh. I guess I saw the rerun as a kid then.
On Boomerang. Dude, that's...
Whoops.
Yep. I swear he was on... There was a... Now I gotta look that up too. Scooby-Doo celebrity? There was like a celebrity show with Scooby-Doo. The new Scooby-Doo movies. That's what you said.
That's what I said, yeah.
But it wasn't actually a movie. It was actually a TV show. And
well, they were hour-long episodes, so that was like a movie, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to take 9 years to load. But, yeah. Sonny and Cher, Dick Van Dyke, Josie and the Pussycats. Man, talk about a crappy remake movie.
Yeah.
But MTV rode that. MTV rode that remake hard. I remember that. Dope. Wow, we got 14 thumbs up, 15 viewers. If you have not hit the thumbs up, don't be that person. Hit that thumbs up. Let's match that up. 15 to 15. Let's go back to the comments real quick just before we call it a day. It's already 9:02. Time flies when you're having fun. Everybody's saying the singers get all the girls. He did Barney in the Scooby-Doo. Yep. Bam, 15 and 15. You guys rock. Love it. Actually, I like it. We went to 15 thumbs up and then 14 viewers. So somebody just jumped ship. Aaron's reminding us that it was actually TV Land. Yeah. That's right. And Josh, of course, ruining When I Was Born, 85. Yeah. Anthony, anything that you want to plug or say to the audience before we call it an episode?
Well, no, I don't plug anything except for HeyArcher. You know that.
True.
And then, well, Sunday, the 22nd, this Sunday, the 22nd is the DC fandom. You know about that, right? That event?
Yeah, but I don't know what it, I assume it's like their own, Comic-Con or...
That's what I'm getting from it. Yeah. And they're going to have, I would have thought they would have saved this announcement for that. Seems kind of, like they shot their load a little too soon. Not that it's ever happened to me. What? But yeah, no, like that. There's supposed to be some more stuff about the Matt Reeves Batman movie, Wonder Woman, the TV shows, the TV lineup. So yeah. Yeah, that should be interesting. Have some stuff to talk about after that, I'm sure. All
right, I'm just gonna look this up real quick, and we'll call it. DC.
Hi, Mindy.
Oh, she's just mad because she's a nerd too.
She's a closeted nerd.
Yeah. DC fandom. Price. I saw something about like one day it's free.
I thought the whole thing was free. I thought it was just gonna be like streamed.
No, I don't think so. Here, wait. If I go to CNET real quick. All right, let's go to that. Panels on the 22nd and the 23rd. Oh, Aaron's going to do a live on Sunday. That's right. Aaron does live episodes on Sundays now. Aaron, is it 8 or 7? Type it in the comments. But he's going to cover a lot of this because it should be done by then. DC Fandom will take place in 2 parts. The first runs 24 hours at 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday. The second follows on September 12th. Devoted fans. Wait. Fan art comics as well as special event for kids. The devoted DC fandom will be especially excited for looks at some long time. Oh, so it's just a look. It's not an actual. But they're going to talk about the Snyder Cut. Pattinson, Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying there's a director's cut for Suicide Squad too, right?
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Now they're just trying to ride that train.
I mean, listen, like I said, if it's no excuse for fucking it up initially, but I didn't hate the Suicide Squad, but if it gives us, a more, so I mean, at this point we know you for HBO Max, so just throw the guy some money and let him finish.
Rather be with a blonde or be with a brunette?
I'll go with brunette. I've dated a couple of blondes and they're crazy. So brunette.
As though brunettes are not crazy?
Well, in my experience, blondes are special crazy. So
I'll give all of you a second to vote red or blue on this one because I know there's a time delay. But you know what? I think this would be a nice, cool spot.
Oh yeah, Josh, you have to say that
to end. Thank you all for being here on HeyArcher Live. Again, every Thursday. Catch Rambling with Anthony, myself, and Aaron. We'll do another episode soon. We're definitely behind on that. Aaron is going live on Sundays at 7. Josh is saying brunette. I'll give some time so I can read the comments, but I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. Everybody's saying brunette, so I'm gonna go brunette. And it's bogging down my internet.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
My internet failed at the very last second.
Not really.
I don't even know if it actually ended.
I don't know. You're all pixelated on mine.
I think I'm still here. I tell you, man, these news sites and their spam bogging down my internet.
You also seem to have a bunch of tabs open.